we came a long way. One Piece live action is actually pretty good. Almost everybody in the internet agrees that's actually pretty good. The casting is great, the fights are awesome, and the show found a balance to be its own thing while being accurate to the source material. With a few questionable changes, but it didn't ruin the overall experience of watching the show. They did a great job of portraying Luffy, which was the character that I was most afraid that they're gonna get wrong. Are they gonna do him too goofy, too serious, or just plain stupid? They didn't do any of that, and they managed to get it right. But there is a huge problems that gonna always persist with this kind of adaptation. Let's start with the first one. Remaking the story. Remaking something that was actually pretty good is generally a pretty bad idea. However, remaking an anime into a live action is a disaster. Remakes are there to solve an issue with the existing product, to serve a need. For example, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was a remake for Full Metal Alchemist, but it was there to solve a problem that Full Metal Alchemist continued the series outside of the manga. Hunter x Hunter remake was to continue the story and to elevate the animation into a modern standard for modern audience. And almost everybody agrees that those remakes are improvement of the past product. And here is the main issue resides. What is this product is solving? Who is this product aiming for? Are you aiming for fans of the show? Are you aiming for introducing new fans into the series? Whichever route you take, you're gonna piss off somebody. If you're aiming for hardcore fans of the show, you're gonna alienate new audience of not understanding what is going on. For example, references that nobody gets, plot points, foreshadowing, that new audience found odd and mysterious and turns them off of watching the show. Even if you went at full power with this route, you're not gonna please the fans no matter what you do, because you're trying to establish something that is already well rooted within the hearts of the fans. And always you're gonna get that guy. Oh, look, they ruined my male character, dude. What are they doing, dude? Oh, what are they thinking? That's not what it's called. Bro, this show sucks. And if you abandoned this idea and you went for new fans, you just announced war. You just digged yourself into a hole that you're never gonna get out of. You ignored a large amount of audience that were guaranteed to watch your show. So no matter which route you take, you have a lot of problems in your plate. Honestly, One Piece did a very good job of targeting new audience and pleasing old fans of the show while doing its own thing. But somehow, if you are able to overcome this aspect, you're gonna run to the second problem: bringing the show into reality. Manga and anime have a really unique designs and ridiculous powers that are extremely difficult to bring to a live action show. And no matter what you do, you're gonna mess something up. If you went too accurate with the source material, your design is gonna look ridiculous. If you went way too real, it's gonna get even more ridiculous. As we saw with Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I honestly felt real bad for people who worked in that show, that they have to remake the whole thing. But good thing it worked out at the end. And if you manage to get everything right, you're gonna run into the third problem: budget. This kind of things, large wars, magical battles, ridiculous ki blasts, all of those things are ridiculously expensive to bring out in a real life action scenario. And even if you were able to get the budget for a first season, second season, or maybe a third season, you're gonna run into the fourth problem, which is continuing the story. And this is what worries me about One Piece live action. Even though it's good now, how long they're gonna able to continue doing this? And if you come back to the things we talked about earlier, if you got new audience to watch One Piece through a live action show, you have to commit to continue the story for them, or wait until year 2100 when One Piece actually ends. Nonetheless, this was a step in the right direction. And even though I love how they handled One Piece, and I think the show is great, despite having some things I don't agree with, I still think anime should stay the way it is, and we should not bring it on live action. But if we do, let's do it on independent movie style, like they do on anime movies, not remaking a story. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.